But look at that color, right? And that is what we're talking about for crispy skin salmon. Okay? Just like that. This is country food, guys. Anyone can do this. Do you have a lemon? You mind? Thanks. All right, we're gonna come over here and finish my scallion pancake. Move aside. Any questions? It can be political, it can be about gay rights, abortion, anything PC. Shall we? Transgender? Doesn't matter, guys. Me too, Ming too, us too, all of us too. That's my movement.
When you
Let's
first
go.
put the salmon in the pan, is it at a high flame or a medium?
I start on high and then I turn it down low. So right now it's really, it's not really hot. It's off, but start high. But if you ever turn a pan on, you got to get oil in it. Any pan, right? Never crank a pan high flame and leave it. Go watch, Dancing with the Stars and come back. Although we love that because then you'll buy another pan.
A question here with your biggest fan next to her. There's a picture on his shirt, by the way.
When you
Oh my God, you have me on your shirt, dude? Whoa. Is that you in it too?
Yeah, at the Culinary Cooking Festival. My name's Blake, if you remember me.
Oh yeah, Blake. Where's my shirt? I have a Blake shirt underneath this. Nice to see you.
When you put the salmon in the water test sauce, did the heat cook the top of the salmon?
The heat, yeah, you can see right here how the heat's coming up to the top, yeah. This is still raw, right? And this is actually still just lightly warm, which is what I want. When I flip it over, the heat of the soup will continue cooking, 100%. Honestly, if I was eating it, I would actually, if I was eating this at home, I'd be dipping it in the thing to keep it raw and keep it crispy, keep it hot. I would never, I just spent so much time crisping up the skin, to put that in the naj would be silly, right? Because first of all, the skin is the part of the healthiest part. It is the fattiest, but that's why you're eating it, because of the, raising your good cholesterol. But there's so much flavor in the skin. Yeah, but it does, a good question, it does continue cooking.
Another question.
Ming, what do you think about good quality farm-raised salmon, how to find it versus wild raised or wild caught?
It's a great question. Can I have, thanks. So, question about salmon. There are two places in the world that farm raise the best salmon in the world. Faroe Islands and Norway, that I've seen. I know Scotland does it too, this is by personal experience. Thank God there's farm raised fish, trout and salmon being the two biggest, with shrimp being the biggest shellfish. If we didn't have farm raised seafood, we would have no fish and seafood left in the sea. Not a chance on earth, right? 98% of all shrimp is farm raised. A lot of it in Asia. You see it at Whole Foods, defrosted beautiful things of shrimp. They've all been frozen. Always been frozen. They just lay them out and they're fresh, but they're frozen. Which is good, because shrimp, when it's frozen in its natural environment, Contessa used to do this, and I don't work with Contessa, but I know how they do it. They used to use nitrogen gas to freeze it. It kept the juice and the flavor in the shrimp, so when defrosted, they're still perfect. Farm raising, when they do it well, there's a natural decree, both Norway and Faroe Islands, how you do it. Organic feed, hundreds of thousands of gallons of water, more than we do when we farm raise fish by the rivers in the US. Salmon escape, they mutate with the other salmon. You got monster salmon, they add pink and orange dye in the feed to make the meat look orange. A bunch of bad stuff happens to some farm raised salmon. All natural organic feed in both Norway and Faroe Islands. They grow in these gigantic, literally twice the size of this little area would be 50,000 salmon, but we're talking about 150 feet deep of water. So all these salmon that start, obviously, as caviars and eggs, and they grow. And then they actually move with tugboats, these nets, very slowly, so salmon aren't stressed at all, to the processing plant, where they used to use a vacuum cleaner to suck them up, but that last bit of sucking up stresses the salmon. They're like, what's that Hoover? They get stressed and the salmon's no good, right? It's not good. Now they smartly, someone thought of this, just put a wooden chute and had running water going the wrong way, and the salmon swam upstream like their natural habitat. And they, of course, swim to their death, but don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell this guy. He knows though. So that's why If it's farm raised properly, it's delicious. I love wild Alaskan salmon for sashimi. I find it when you cook it, either you nail it perfectly or it gets dry because there's so much less fat in the wild, but it's still equally good. For gravlaxing and smoking, I like the Norwegian or the Faro because you need fat when you smoke. Anything else? How much time do we have?